Fortnite messed up. I don't really know what it's about. It was released like 10 days ago. I guess we'll find out.
Fortnite went viral last month when first-person mode was accidentally enabled, and all across the internet you'd find fan-made Call of Duty maps claiming this was the future of gaming. But Activision wasn't happy about it.
Yes, I heard about this a little bit. Activision, I guess, was like suing or taking action against people making Call of Duty maps on Fortnite Creative, but that's about as far as I got with it, so maybe this has more information.
Days ago, Fortnite was invaded by a storm of takedown requests for hundreds of creative maps, and Epic didn't just hide them, they straight up deleted the whole island. Even people sharing unpublished COD maps on social media can be banned, and it's not only Activision cracking down on Fortnite's new mode. Epic themselves have punished anyone who wants to make OG maps in 2023, and this is having major implications for the most popular modes published so far. People that brought Chapter 1 to the game are blocked from making any type of money, and they went further by completely banning Chapter 2 and 3 from creative mode. And that's not the only way people are getting punished, because Haystan recently won a contest to get a custom spray in Fortnite, and his idea was loved by players. He wanted to turn Jonesy into the Giga Chad meme, and everyone was on board, even the devs.
Turning Jonesy into the Giga Chad, that sounds about right.
Until Stan delivered some bad news. Epic HQ denied the concept of Giga Chad Jones not because of copyright, but because of issues with certain communities which abuse the meme and associate it with toxicity. And this decision came after months of waiting, which forced Stan's fan base to go back to the drawing board. Now, at least they can still play Fortnite, unlike hundreds of thousands of kids who are banned for downloading a different game. Fall Guys is now an Epic Game Store exclusive, and more importantly, free to play, but with one condition: typing in your birthday. Seems innocent enough. I mean, Fall Guys is suitable for everyone, but then you realize Fortnite isn't. In fact, it's a teen game, meaning anyone who just admitted to being under 13 was instantly locked out of their account. Years of progress, collecting skins, all gone within seconds until they finally introduced cabin accounts a few weeks later. Another rule that punished players was a total ban.
See, I think like this stuff is super stupid. Like, you want people to create these creative maps, and you want people to be creative. Yeah, people are over here being creative, and they're creating like, okay, Call of Duty maps, whatever. They're not exactly Call of Duty maps; they're Call of Duty like maps. And then you're gonna ban those maps, or Activision is gonna be like, hey, you can't post that. I just find that irritating and retarded. And I also find that it's very counterintuitive and hurts the creative process, in my opinion, to be honest.
And on pickaxe swinging. Well, at least at tournaments, because the Fortnite World Cup was full of people teaming with emotes, pickaxes, you name it, and Epic had enough. For 2020, we are taking action against any kind of in-game communication between opponents. We want to be clear that pacifism-style gameplay is still allowed, but if signaling is involved, we will take action. So yeah, if you plan on abusing the intended mechanics of the game, there is a chance you could get banned for it, and sometimes it even happened when it's Epic's fault, like the disaster of Late Game Arena. This was a highly anticipated mode that finally came back after a year of waiting.
I didn't care for this mode.
It was so broken that nobody could play. The battle bus left you behind, but Battle Royale still began, forcing entire lobbies to fight to the death with pickaxes. Now, it was fun while it lasted until Anti-Cheat stepped in, because it was so confused about what happened that it started to ban thousands of people for cheating. And getting locked out isn't the only way Epic punished players. In Chapter 1, they decided to troll fans of Tilted Towers constantly, from faking a rocket strike to actually destroying it with a volcano, but when it returned, they prepared for the worst punishment yet. Hoping Neo Tilted would go back in time and restore the original location, it maybe went a little too far back, introducing Tilted Town, a western POI with one rule: no building. This was the first time in history you couldn't build on the Battle Royale map, and it was hated. I mean, absolutely no one landed here. Little did we know it'd come full circle years later and ended up being loved. That's unlike the skins that people rushed to buy and immediately regretted when Fortnite announced custom superheroes. Having all of these options meant someone was gonna abuse them, and it wasn't long before full white and black bodysuits dominated the meta. You could use them to hide in cars,
sweat skins,
into walls. It was literally pay to win. Well, of course, Epic had to do something, so they removed the option to use the colors, which sounds fair, but people bought these skins and suddenly had less customization. So hopefully if you picked them up though, you use code T5G. Another overpowered item that was nerfed are katanas. In fairness, these are pretty balanced, but Fortnite decided to take away the fun with a secret update last week. You can dash around with no consequence, but be careful when using a regular attack because they now deal fall damage, taking tons of people by surprise. But there's a punishment which was super deserved, and it happened when players started getting to insane levels just weeks into a season. They were using Discord bots to claim supercharged XP, racking up hundreds of thousands per game and dozens of levels.
All right, that's crazy. But if you're actually like going through the process of trying to go into Discords to find out XP glitches and rack this stuff up, I mean, that's just too much, man. Come on, it ain't that. It ain't worth it. In my opinion, it just ain't worth it.
Of course, this was blatant cheating, and while they got away with it for a few seasons, Epic had enough this year and started banning anyone who used these. Now, still not as bad as the time Fortnite cut off an entire country worth of players. Indonesia's government once passed a law to take down anything that disturbs public order, whatever that means, and Epic didn't respond in time, causing them to be completely banned from the country. Indonesian players had to use a VPN just to log on. Luckily, the decision was reversed after some time. The decision that's permanent is the removal of Fortnite's weirdest strategy. Back in 2019, all the pro players started to change their screen resolution to insane numbers, stretching it out and making enemies wider. It made them a lot easier to hit, and that was enough for Epic to ban it from every tournament. Since then, Fortnite's been a little easier to watch. I mean, can you imagine a World Cup looking like this?
Yeah.
But you really should think about
that kind of makes me queasy.
Because Epic once added a curse button on mobile that permanently deleted your account. If you downloaded the post-party app, you would get a free wrap and spray. That's about it. Now that people had the rewards, they wanted to delete the account. And as you could probably guess, it meant something entirely different. Yup, it would delete their Fortnite account too. I'd feel empty inside if that happened to me. And a ton of streamers felt the same way when they logged on to warm up for FNCS and were met with this instead.
Why the ban? Because
this account has been banned.
When the hell have I ever teamed?
Nobody knows why they were falsely accused of teaming, but it was bad timing to say the least. Fortnite called it a bug on their status page, and you could tell they were desperately racing to fix it. But a temporary ban is never as bad as permanently losing your favorite items. People who receive gifts with illegal V-Bucks face the same consequences as the buyers, losing the items weeks later after they've already left the shop. The worst part is that Epic doesn't even give some of the innocent players a chance to use their own V-Bucks to pay for it. I mean, imagine being gifted Travis Scott, having it removed weeks later, and then he never returns to the shop again. I mean, talk about an ouch. Although not everyone who Epic punishes turns out to be as innocent as they seem. Cakewood was an Australian pro player who was one of the best for his age, but got suddenly kicked during a tournament.
What? Who logged in? Who logged into my account?
He tried everything to get unbanned until he was exposed for actually aimbotting and quit YouTube immediately, never to be seen again.
Oh, he was aimbotting. Oh, bro. I mean, you got what you deserve then. Best in the country, yeah, for his age. Well, that would probably be because of aimbotting. Yeah, good day, sir.
Again, even the most popular streamers could get banned just for having fun. Lazarbeam has not only been kicked for playing basketball wrong, but when he got a giant team of bananas to stream Snipe Fresh, it didn't end too well.
Finish him now! We just got kicked. I think we just got kicked.
It may have only taken a few seconds, but there's one ban that took 3 years to happen. iTalk is well known by the community for his extensive skin collection, but that all ended one night when his account was suddenly disabled. He merged with an account that wasn't his back in Chapter 1, which technically broke TOS, so when Epic found out, they had no choice but to shut it down. This same thing happened to Tfue after being punished for buying accounts. He swore to never buy a skin again, creating the infamous default skin saga. But the real risk wasn't trading lockers, it was gambling in Fortnite. Players would host small tournaments like box fights or customs, betting real money on the winner. Not only did this bring a ton of viewership, but also attracted unwanted attention from Epic. The moment they realized what was happening, they shut down all wagers with harsh consequences for anyone who broke the rules. Now, it seems like a lot of pro players take it too far, and the same can be said for Serpent AU and EJ Ladd. They both uploaded
I mean, that's kind of crazy, though. Like, I don't know. It seems like Epic's doing a little too much with I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something ban worthy to me. If people are making bets with their own money, that's their call, right? You're just a gaming service, but then again, it's their game. They can do what they want with it technically, so it is what it is.
Insanely fast edit videos, which seemed too good to be true, and that's when Serpent came out and exposed EJ for cheating. This caused him to get hardware banned that was almost impossible to evade. And that's when EJ returned the favor, exposing Serpent for using macros, and this led to both of them being permanently banned from the game. That's a little deserved, unlike how thousands of players have been blocked from Fortnite just for having an old PC. Yeah, for anyone who's still running the game on Windows 7 or 8, Epic cut support, meaning you'd have to upgrade or quit the game. I mean, thankfully, there's not a lot of people still on the these versions, so let's hope anyone left behind can get their hands on an upgrade. They also put an end to completing quests easily. We've all stressed out over having tons of pages to complete, eventually trying to do them all in one game. And let me just say, this usually leaves you trapped in the storm. Well, thanks to storm sickness, this isn't possible anymore. After spending so long in the storm, you'll get infected and eliminated within seconds. It was originally meant to stop campers, but now it's affecting anyone who just wants to grind for XP. Now, they also had to punish the entire player base when they invented the most broken combo in history.
I mean, to be fair, if you want to complete quests like that and stuff too, another easier way to do it is join like a Rumble match.
The double pump. OG players remember that it used to be possible to switch between 2 shotguns way faster than reloading, and this needed a nerf fast. It also meant that people panicking while switching guns were met with this timer, and let me just say, a lot of fights were lost because of it. Now, you probably prefer losing one match over the entire game, and I mean that literally. A lot of fans in China were happy when they were given an exclusive version of Fortnite to play, but it didn't last long. After just a few years, Tencent made the decision to shut it down, and it's not like they let you back up the progress. Everything you've done was deleted instantly. At least one 9-year-old's account was saved when Epic decided to spare him. Xenon was one of the best players in the world at such a young age, but it was cut short as he was banned for 4 years until his 13th birthday. The community was devastated on his behalf, confused why Fortnite banned him from all of Arena when you could only win money in
because of
cups.
his age.
Well, after the backlash, Epic decided to revert it, changing the punishment to only affect tournaments. No matter what age you are, we have all experienced the pain of using the new ballers in Chapter 3. We hadn't seen them since the community abused them, creating endgames like this. So when they did make a return, Epic nerfed them to the ground, adding batteries, one spawn location, and making them non-rechargeable. It was definitely not as bad as missing out on the chance of a lifetime thanks to
I didn't much care for the hamster
when the
ball.
Block 2.0 was introduced to rebuild Tilted, players are given the choice to vote for their favorite fan-made building. These guys spent hours designing the perfect candidate for the vote, only
Did that even happen?
to find out it was rigged. The default option for every board was always C, making it win every vote from players who just wanted some quick minis. And
Wait,
you probably
what?
forgot there's over 100 million players who still can't play, all because of Epic's biggest lawsuit. When they decided to fight Apple over in-app purchases, Fortnite was banned on iOS, removing it from the
That's
store
true.
and forcing anyone who owned it to be stuck at Chapter 2 for years. And Epic even went to court with themselves at one point. They wanted to punish anyone uploading the Season 6 Battle Pass trailer, but accidentally ended up hitting their own channel with a copyright strike. They also took out anyone using controller mods. Accessories like the Corona Zen give players better aim assist, which is basically cheating. Well, it wasn't until Chapter 3 that it became bannable, threatening anyone who tries to use them. Those are 30 times Fortnite punished players. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Epic's doing too much, man. Again, it is their game. They can do what they want. But just why go through all the trouble? Who cares? It's a game. Play it and move on.
Hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you head over to the page, hit that like button, scroll over, smash that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for future video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.